Hey, after you watch this video, you're gonna thank me because I'm gonna show you exactly how you can improve your squat, improve your lower back pain, and also feel a heck of a lot better when you open up your hips and allow that blood flow and that lymphatic fluid to flow evenly from your upper to your lower body. I'm gonna teach you how to warm up before you squat. It's Thomas Lateral with SixPackAbs.com, and hey, if you haven't already, make sure you check out the intermittent fasting protocol that's down below in the description. Literally the world's leading fasting program, and it also contains an awesome revolutionary style of training known as time under tension, and my full protocol there. But let's talk about how you're gonna really be squatting. So here's the thing, squatting with a bar on your back, it's not a natural motion to begin with, okay? It's not really natural for us to be squatting with our bodies completely upright and doing that. And the fact is it's a powerful movement and it can do a lot for us, but it's not supernatural. So we wanna make sure we're taking the right precautions to really make sure our body is safe when we do it, but also so we can generate the most power. And when we understand physics a little bit, we understand where torque comes from and power, we can get a lot more power in our squat while being safe. So first of all, it's important to know when you're back squatting, you have a bar on your back. And the whole idea there is because the bar is on your back, you really are tending to get the hips back and lean forward a little bit more so that the bar doesn't roll off your back. Some people prefer to front squat where they have the bar across the front. When the bar is in the front, that causes you to be more upright, targets the quads a little bit more. Today we're gonna focus on a back squat because that's gonna work on your hips, it's gonna work on your pelvic floor, and it's gonna work on the actual hip hinge that gets you power. Do you know what the biggest, strongest muscle is in your body? Take one wild guess. It's your glutes, okay? It's the glutes. If you don't have big glutes, if you don't have strong glutes, you don't have a powerful core and powerful trunk and legs, period. So let's talk about what you do. We need to focus on the hips a little bit. We need to focus on the hips so we can get proper glute activation. So what I like to do is I like to take a band. Okay, you can do this with a cable machine too if you want, but a lot of times it's easier and more readily available than just grab a band. Flap that around my shoe like that. You like my fancy squat shoes? We're in topsiders today. All right, so all I'm doing here is I'm standing and I'm bringing the leg across. And what's funny is you're getting a workout on this leg, but you're actually getting more of a workout activating stabilizer muscles on your stationary leg. Keeping the leg straight, trying to come across, getting a good stretch, opening up your piriformis, opening up your TFL, there in your hip. Okay, this is gonna allow you to have a lot more hip mobility, and I'll show you how that all makes sense in a minute when we get to the other exercises. Now you can hold a stick or some kind of pole or a barbell or something so that you're straight up. But this is just a dynamic exercise. You're not trying to fatigue the muscle or anything like that. Okay, then I'm gonna do the same thing, same leg. And now I'm coming from the other side. Similar process, except now I'm activating a different way. You don't need to come across your leg quite as much. Here we're just trying to activate the hip a little bit more. And all you need is a good 7-8 reps. You don't need anything crazy. You can go ahead and switch sides. Same kind of thing. Now, coming across. You see, you get a little wobbly. Okay, same kind of thing, except now coming to this side. Warm that sucker out. It's a lot easier if you're holding on to a pole or something like that. That's why if you're just getting started on this, using a cable machine where you can hold on to the side is a little bit easier. Perfect. All right. Next movement is just body weight. Okay, if you ever see guys before they squat, a lot of times they're doing these kind of leg kicks kind of thing. Well, they're doing that for a reason. The whole idea behind that is, again, it's glute activation. What you don't want to be doing when you're squatting is focusing on the quads. The quads aren't nearly as strong as the glutes. We want to get the glutes going. That's what's going to make the magic happen. So, for good hamstring glute activation, all you have to do is get on the bar like you're going to do a front squat. So get underneath it, and then kick the leg back while keeping the chest high. So what you don't want to do is this. Come forward like that. That's not going to help. Keep your upper body locked, and you want to truly try to kick it back. And the whole goal here is, with each kick back, try to get a little bit higher. It's going to feel a little bit unnatural and almost forced at first, but that's getting that neural activation going so that the glutes activate. The last thing you want to do is right when you go into a squat is end up getting to a situation where you're not activating the glutes and you're rotating all into the quads. So what ends up happening, it'll look something like this. You're in your squat, you supposed to pop the hips back, but what happens is your glutes don't activate, so it all goes to the quads, and what happens? That. Knees come over, it all just went into your quads, and you jack yourself up. So now I'm gonna do the same thing, but with this leg. Do 10 reps, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can already feel the activation in there. The next one, people don't think about a lot, is the actual spinal extension that you have, okay? The actual extension of your spine. Because it inhibits a lot of what you can do in a squat if your spine isn't working good. Like, think about it like this. You've got the bar in your back, and you're at the bottom of the movement. You're not gonna be able, like for example, if your back is tight, you're gonna be falling forward. Okay, you wanna be able to keep that chest high and be able to squat up like that. So, you don't have the mobility to do that, makes it a problem. So what can we do? We can do some good old-fashioned Supermans, and you can do alternating leg if you need to. Okay, so what you wanna do, right arm, left leg, activate, hold for a couple of seconds, back down. Left arm, right leg, activate. Okay? We're not doing a workout, we're just activating. Activate. So this activates the glutes, but also get that thoracic stretch going, opens up the thoracic region. You can hold it however long you need to. But again, one time through this whole circuit, and you're gonna be fine. All right, the next thing I wanna show you, this is called eagle claw, and this utilizes physics a little bit. The whole idea here is we're trying to maximize utilization of our knees for proper torque to really drive power into our hips. So I'm gonna take my shoes off so I can show you. Those aren't proper squat shoes, by the way. I wouldn't recommend squatting in topsiders. These are boat shoes. They still look kind of cool. 20 bucks at Costco. All right, so what we wanna do here is we wanna go ahead and we wanna stand shoulder width apart, just like we're doing a normal squat. And we're gonna go into a body weight squat. What we're gonna do is we're gonna roll into the toes on our way down, kind of buckle the knees in, okay? So we roll in, we do our squat, all the weight on the inside of the foot, and then once we get to the bottom, flip it to the outside and use the torque of the knees to push up. What this is doing is it's getting your body in a little bit of a neurological pattern to drive torque the right way, a little bit off the outside of the foot. So, and you're gonna do like 10 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see how it gets nice and sweeping by now? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plain and simple. 10 of those, 15 of those, however you need to get the hips nice and warmed up. Honestly, my hips feel really good now. I haven't been working out today. I've been at the office, I've been sitting down, I've been standing up. Normally I'd feel really tense and wouldn't want to go get under a squat bar at all. But now they feel nice and good. I feel nice and limber. I can move the hips every which way. Exactly what I need to break into a good squat and be able to get power out of the hips, okay? All that torque is coming from the bow that you create between your hips and your knees. If you're super straight all the time, you create a lever arm that doesn't give you power. But if you allow a little bit of a bow, you get torque through here. You get torque through the inside of your quad and through the glute when you drive the hip forward. So anyway, if you like more of these body mechanic kind of movements, body mechanic kind of videos, I'm happy to show you more. So just put it in the comment section what you want to see. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.